Hi everyone, in this video today I will be talking to you about the new SednaEarFit Xelastec air tips for the IEMs. In this case I'm using it for the on the Hidis MS4, and I'm really pleased with these tips. Previously I've been using the NiceHCK spiral tips that can be found on AliExpress, and the previous model of the SednaEarFit, which are the SednaEarFitLight. I've been using those before trying the new Xelastec, which has really been a great product for my listening sessions. And one of the things, main changes, is the material that changed. And these two are made of silicone, and these ones are from a different material that adjusts to your ear. And we can see that I was previously using the medium large tips, and you can clearly see that the tips have taken some kind of shapes here because they were too large for my ears. Eventually I tried to use the medium tips, which are the ones that I'm using, because what happens was that when I brought the SednaEarFitLight, I brought the medium large tips, so eventually I had to I thought that those were the tips that were working, because these ones were working well on my ears, but eventually I changed that to the medium tips. So that was basically how how the tips came to have this unusual shape. Now let's talk about the sound. These tips have a really positive effect on the sound, especially on the sound stage, and because the material feels sticky, it doesn't. It has a better fit on the ears, and that also affects the music, because you get a more intimate sound coming to you, versus these other two tips that, because of the silicone, sometimes they fall off and you have to push them to your ear. That was my case, and I'm not having that issue with the Xelastec, so therefore the sound is better. Now if I compare the SednaEarFit Xelastec sound with the NiceHCK, these ones provide a sound that's more boosted to the for the bass. Let me show you why. So as we can see here, the IEM, if we see the channel, it is not too far from the ear now, and that produces a more balanced sound based on my listening sessions. Now if I insert the NiceHCK, this one is closer to the ear, and that provides a boost in the bass and the mids sometimes, and also the aperture here is bigger, therefore the sound comes more direct to the ear, and it also tames the treble a little bit, but it's not really that comfortable to the ear. After sometimes you'll get it will get itchy. Yeah, that's what happens on this kind of material. The SednaEarFitLight were better, and it wasn't that itchy. It was comfortable even when I brought the medium large instead of the medium, because I thought that ML meant medium and large, but no, it was the medium large tips. Now I cannot get this to insert. Okay, there we go. Now we can see that it's further from the ear, and in this case it also provides a great sound because the aperture is also similar to the NiceHCK, and in this case this tip provided a more wider soundstage, and the bass was not too forward, but it was more booming, a little bit more booming, and the rest of the sound was really more well defined. The treble is also tamed with this one, and it provides a little sparkling to it, and yeah, eventually the sound was great. And yeah, basically that's the SednaEarFitLight. If going back to the Xelastec one, we can see that it is basically around the middle of the two other tips that I just talked about, and in this case the sound is more balanced and more straightforward as well, and also it provides a great soundstage. Bass, mids, and trebles all sounds great, but what I like of this one is how well it fits, and how it feels sticky to the air. But that, on the other side, is has a disadvantage when it comes to cleaning, because these ones are not too sticky. These are not sticky at all, so you can clean them, and that will be it. Now on this one being sticky, it accumulates some more dust. It accumulates more dust, so you have to clean them more often. And basically when you clean them, you also get more sticky whenever, depending on what you use to clean them. So you have to be careful with these tips. But other than that, when it comes to sound enjoyment, they provide a really great sound listening pleasures, and yeah, I mean, they are great, and they are my favorite tips so far to listen to music. Now I'm not very good at describing sound, so I'm sorry if something doesn't make sense here, but that's just based on my experience using these tips. I've had them for several weeks now, probably months. I don't remember when I purchased them because I mean listen music almost every day, but I have them for quite some time now, and they are really great, and I recommend them for sure. So yeah, little bit expensive on the sound, but on the a little bit expensive on the price, I should say, but it's really worth it. And I know that you will be pleased too. I'm on several Spanish speaking groups on Facebook regarding music, and I often share stuff there, and people were talking about these elastic strips, so I went ahead and purchased them, and wow, it's really worth it, really. So that's what I have to say about these tips. Basically, if you have any questions, any comments, suggestions, whatever, just leave them in the comment section, so I'll read them and reply to you. And that's basically it. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment on it, share it with your friends, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll be making more videos later on as I test new equipment and stuff, but for now that's it. So thank you all for watching this video, and see you in another one. Bye.